Regarding Psalm 110:1, Mr. Burgos said that the Masoretic text is not inspired and therefore not to be trusted. Yet standard scholarships say that the Masoretic text defines the books of the Jewish canon. It also defines the precise letter of these biblical books. Could he provide some scholarship to support his view against that of all standard scholars? Well, what I did not say was that the Masoretic text is not to be trusted. What I said was that the Masoretic vowel-pointing system is not inspired scripture. There's a distinction to be made. In the same way that New Testament punctuation marks are not inspired, is the same way that the Masoretic vowel-pointing system is not inspired. These are human conventions to help us to understand the text. I don't need scholarship to prove that. That's just a fact. So far as my understanding of Adonai and Adoni in Psalm 110, I would say one only needs to look at the mountainous volumes of Trinitarian scholarship that has been done on that text, particularly on the entirety of Psalm 110. And, you know, if you want a few, I'd point out B.B. Warfield, I'd point out Hodge. I wouldn't point out Erickson, Mr. Buzzard, by the way, because I don't regard Erickson, particularly that statement he made, as being very good. But I point out some of the reformers and, in addition, some of the Puritan scholars. Thank you.
Yes, Psalm 110:1, I think, deserves a lot of discussion. I wonder if you'd look through some of your scholars that you approved there and see if they actually know what the Hebrew word is there. Because you'll find even in standard commentaries that the word is reported as being Adonai. Check that out. There's a huge difference in Adonai and Adoni. Now, you do trust the Masoretic pointing in every other case. You do have the check and balance of Kyrios Mu and Kyrios, and I'm surprised that you would throw any doubt over Adoni there, and I'm equally surprised that standard authorities who didn't know their Hebrew misreport the word. This is unprecedented in commentary. They actually state that the second Lord there is Adonai. Check Swindoll and the boys, Dallas Theological Seminary. Check many commentaries. Look back at those older commentaries that you even mentioned and see first if they actually knew what the Hebrew word was. Much less had they done the work on Adoni versus Adonai, which is massively important.